My memories of family, they suck. My family was horrible, man. My dad was a meth cook, my mom was a prostitute, a heroin addict, the pimp used to beat us up, you know, like, my family sucked, so.
My mom would always take her frustration out on me, my dad would also. Like, my mom would abuse me pretty much my entire childhood. And after a while, I just like started fading further and further away from him.
My father was a workaholic. I hardly ever saw him. My mom worked full-time, went to school full-time, and so it was basically me and my siblings. And I finally figured out after many years that the only way to see my dad was really to start getting into trouble and make him have to take off work to spend time with me because my mom couldn't handle me.
People that were in my family were kind of sick and twisted. Like, I didn't even know what was going on. I was a little boy and have, you know, your grandma or your auntie sleeping with you. It kind of hurts. Kind of lose yourself.
My mom, I don't talk to my mom anymore. She's an alcoholic who likes to abuse people and get away with it. I was passed around in foster care homes constantly when I was a kid. 76 different homes, including residential placement centers. It pretty much tore up my life.
I missed out on the wholesome family experience, going camping and going swimming with your family, or going out to eat, or to the movies, or playing video games. I didn't have any of that, you know. I didn't have any video games, or, you know, let's go skateboarding or riding bikes. I didn't get a chance to do any of that, you know.
When I was a teenager, I was in some foster homes, and then when I finally turned 18, I decided that I didn't want my family anymore and that I could just go out and do my own thing.
About the age of 13, I started running away and started messing up in school, started getting in a lot of trouble with the law. And after a while, it was just like, I decided to just, at the age of 16, I decided to leave and started hitchhiking, hop trains.
I bounced around from foster care home. I didn't really have a family until I moved out to the streets when I ran away.
And that's when I moved to Colorado and came out here with no family. It was just me.
The family on the streets is really unique. It's really something that, you know, they've created because they come out of such broken places. And so it's a place that they become truly family.
Family is where these group of people have your back 100%, where they will fight for you, die for you, do anything for you, and you would do the same for them.
My street family down here is like my life.
My street family, they're more blood to me than anybody else could be. They say blood's thicker than water. I think that's BS.
For me, it was like I met a bunch of kids my age that were going through the exact same problem I would, and I found out that I'm not alone in the world. You know, there's other kids out there that struggle the same way I did. And we all just kind of like took each other in, started taking care of each other.
And what I found on the streets is acceptance, you know, like, you can do whatever you want, and, you know, my street family had my back. Like, I could get in a fight, and if someone didn't like it, dude, they were there there with me, fighting, protecting me, helping me, you know, like, making sure no one bullied me, you know. So living on the streets when I was a kid that was the best thing for me, because if I didn't have that, I would have had nothing.
It was amazing for me how that they were able to have my back, help keep me safe in a city I was unsure of, and I just ended up building a lot of relationships with them. They were the people that became like my really close at hand, you know, people I could trust, people I could depend on, to go to them when I was in need, and it allowed me to create a network of family that I felt like that I had lost over the years of being by myself.
I've known the Denver street kids since I was 13, and, you know, like, they've helped me out with anything I needed, places to sleep, food, warm clothes, sleeping bags, stuff like that. And, like, if it wasn't for them, who knows how I would be now. I could be a junkie or a tweaker or something, or I could be dead if it wasn't for them.
We all have each other's back. If somebody needs a place to stay for the night, we'll all figure out a way to find them a place to stay.
You know, the street kids that are already out there, they teach you how to live, they teach you how to find free food, they teach you how to survive, where to sleep, where to get anything you need for free. You know, how to panhandle, how to beg for money, how to hustle, how to do anything that you need to do to survive. You know what I mean? The street kids taught you that.
When I first started out on the street, I didn't know that many people. I kind of got to get to know people, and I learned that everybody on the streets is just like one big family. They all like to take care of each other. So when I started playing that role as a family member, as a mother, as a sister, it made me feel like I was more important, that I meant something to somebody else, and that I could help someone and I could be helped at the same time.
As Dry Bones, when we tried to become family, I guess we didn't even realize that was what we were doing, but we knew we didn't just want to be an organization. We knew we didn't just want to be someone who brought food or brought Jesus down to the streets. And what we initially heard of as friendship, these guys turned this Dry Bones into family.
Man, Dry Bones, dude. Something else. Dry Bones came around and everyone was like really skeptical. All the street kids were like, you know, who's these guys? What are they about? And then like all of a sudden, dude, they just kept coming and giving us food and giving us drinks and just hanging out with us, not even trying to get us to go to church or get us to do anything. They just wanted to hang out with us and take us, you know, play pool and let's go bowling and let's do all this cool stuff. And they gave us all that stuff that we couldn't do, and it was something positive. So while we're surrounded by all this negativity, to us was fun and natural and part of life, Dry Bones came around and was like, you know, come play pool, come play some free pool, come bowling with us. Let's just go do something positive. Let's go do something fun. You know, it's a safe environment. You can do what you want. You can be who you want to be, but you're gonna have fun, and it's no charge, no cost. You know, don't worry about it. We got you. You know, so Dry Bones pretty much integrated themselves into our street family and became a positive direction that we could look forward to.
Dry Bones has been a family to me because I didn't really know where I was going in my life, and I didn't have anybody really to look up to. So when I met the staff at Dry Bones, it just made me feel like they really want to help me and help other people, and that's been such a motivating factor in my life that I don't know where I would be right now without them.
Just everyone just doesn't judge us the same way everyone else does. Like, instead of like, yeah, like there's feeds at churches and all that stuff, but they don't sit there and try to communicate and try to figure out like who you are. And that's what I like about Dry Bones. They actually took the time, and they're not doing it for a job, they're not doing it for money or anything like that. They do it because they want to help.
Now with Dry Bones and how they came into my life, actually they saved my life when I was younger. They came in and showed me the right path and what I needed to do and who I could talk to and could trust. And without that, without trust, there is no love. And I finally found the trust, and there's an abundance of love.
Dry Bones is definitely family. Every Thursday, they take us to this exciting bowling rink and take us bowling, and then afterwards, they feed us. And my friend Rebecca, who is interviewing me at this moment, is an amazing friend of mine who I consider my older sister.
The Dry Bones family, they help me out with everything and anything. I could call Robbie or Matt, and I miss my buddy Zach, but I haven't seen him in a while. He's doing his own thing, and I'm proud of him. I love him and I miss him. But it's just like another family, you know. It's that they tell me when I'm messing up, or they believe in me. They see something in me that most people don't, I think, or you know, it's just they never give up on me, and I'll never give up on them.
It was hard because, you know, you sat there with such shame in your eyes and your heart that, you know, the common person didn't stop to care or take the time to talk to you, and Dry Bones made that difference. They were like, hey man, you're still worth it, and it's amazing that you're here and you're here to tell your story, and you know, we're listening. And for some people like me, just needing somebody to listen was the best thing in the whole wide world. So I love Dry Bones, I love Susan, I love Matt, Nikki, Robbie, all of them. They mean the world to me, and I would do anything for them because they've done it for me.